Shalom. This is to all Israelite. Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbath. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, man, Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under Yahushua they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Right. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, all right. ISUPK Dallas Sabbath service, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Let's get it, y'all. Right. Or state your name, rank, and register.
Trooper Lahab Karash, Ban Yasharala, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Conway. Lahad Karash, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yahweh Hashem Yashabrakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yashabrakatah.
Yasharala.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and send the prayers up. Most High prayers, we're going to do it in Hebrew and in English. You all out here that don't speak the Hebrew, just follow along to the English. Face east.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazakah. Ayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawah. Bashamayim. Nathan Lanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kawah Yanawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kawath Yanawa. Wala'a. Tabayanawa. Banasayawan. Abal. Hawashai Nawa. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahataparath. La'walamyam. Aman.
In the English, Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever so be it.
Forever so be it.
This is the prayer of the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashah.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa.
Hakak.
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 La Rapa'ah.
La Rapa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Tahar.
La Tahar.
Hamatazarium.
Hamatazarium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakium.
Lahakium.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al Rakawa.
Al Rakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The Wada Aman.
The water Aman.
Prayer to the power in the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
This is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barak.
Barak.
Atah.
Atah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Ma'yaka Allah.
Wa Ma'yaka Allah.
Wa Allah Hayam.
Wa Alahayim.
Mataza Ba'a.
Mataza Ba'a.
Alawap.
Alawap.
Yahana.
Yahana.
Ha'alawapium.
Ha'alawapium.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Hakataza Yanyam.
Hakatazayanyam.
Hakayalyam.
Hakayalyam.
Wa Ha'akwathyam.
Wa Akwathyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The Wada Aman.
The water Aman.
The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
So be it. The Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al. Haharyam.
Haharyam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
Isaiah.
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Wa Arataza.
Arataza.
Al Yathan.
Yathan.
Lamawat. Regalka. Al Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Shamarka. Ana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al Yad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarai. Yashamar. Ath. Napashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'athka. Wabawa'aka. Ma'aitha. Wa'ai. Iwalam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Yasharallah,
He that
keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Takarash.
Al Takarash.
Wa'al. Tashakwat.
Tashakwat.
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan. Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka. Nashawa. Ra'ash.
Alaimaka.
Alamaka.
Yaira Yamwa.
Yamwa.
Sawad.
Wayatayatazawa.
Al Tazapa Wanyaka.
Altazapawanyaka.
Amarwa,
Amarwa.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakakyadam,
Wanakyagam.
Magaya,
Magaya.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Sham Yasharala,
Shem Yasharala.
Iwad,
Iwad.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Nawa Itazawa,
Nawatazawa.
Lab,
Lab.
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa.
Al Yaka,
Al-Yaka.
Baryat,
Baryaf.
Yakarath,
Yakarafa.
Ahalya,
Ahoya.
Adawam,
Adawam.
Wayashamai Alayam,
Wayashamayam.
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaryam,
Wahagaryam.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wa'imawan,
Wa'imawan.
Wa'imalak,
Wa'amalak.
Palashat,
Palashah.
Yashabia,
Yashabia.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar,
Gamashawar.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Aima,
Imam.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Zarawai,
Sarawai.
Labanya,
Labanya Lawat.
Lawat, Salah,
Salah.
Aisha Laham,
Aishalaham.
Kamadian,
Kamadian.
Kasa Yasara,
Kasa Yasara.
Kayabian,
Kayabian.
Banakaal,
Banakal.
Kayashwan,
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan,
Bayan.
Da'ara,
Da'ara.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Daman,
Daman.
La Adama,
La Adama.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Nadayamawa,
Nadayamawa.
Ka'irab,
Ka'irab.
Wakazaaba,
Wakazaaba.
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak.
Wakatazamanai,
Wakatazamanai.
called Nasayakamwa,
Call Nasa Kamwa.
Ashar,
Ashar.
Amawar,
Amawar.
Nayarasha,
Narasha.
Lanawa,
Lanawa.
Ah, Naatwa,
Naawa.
Alahayam,
Alahayam.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Kagagala,
Kagagala.
Kakwash,
Shakwash.
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanya Raka.
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash.
Tabaira,
Tabaira.
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba.
Talahat,
Talahat.
Haryam,
Hayam.
Khan,
Khan.
Taradapma,
Tharadapma.
Basa Iraka,
Basa Iraka.
Wabasawapathka,
Wabasawakak.
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam.
Mala'a,
Mala'a.
Panyaham,
Panyaham.
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahawa.
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa.
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa.
Aya'ai,
Aya'ai.
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa.
Waya'abadwa,
Wayabagwa.
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadawa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Atha,
Ata.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahawa.
Labadka,
Labadka.
Al-Yawan,
Ayawan.
Al-Kal Ha'arataza,
Alkal Haradazah.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
and be not
And
still.
be not still,
O God.
O God.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come,
They have said, Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
and
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kisan.
At the brook of Kisan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea. All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Zebah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the
As
wind.
the fire burneth the wood.
As a fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded and troubled.
Let them be confounded in trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish.
that men may know that thou,
That men may know that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth. All right, let's get it. Big up to all you brothers that join us. Big up to all y'all that join us online. ISUPK Sabbath service, Dallas Sabbath service under Commanding General Yohana. We're gonna go into pick up where we left off last week. We're gonna go into Numbers the 20th. If y'all got any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section. I'll get around to them. Only if Officer Gadal Ahmad feels like it's worthy of being answered. He'll also be doing the lesson in Hebrew, Trooper Lahab Karash in English, and then I will break it down as the Most High gives me the Spirit. Numbers, the 20th chapter. Let's go on in and get it.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya bawa vanya yashara call ha'ida mada bar tazan bakadash hara ashwan waya shah ha'ain bakwadash wata ma.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 1 in the English. Then came the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert of Zin in the first month, and the people abode in Kadesh, and Miriam died there and was buried there.
Okay, so as we're getting ready to make a move, in this chapter we're gonna be Salaki. I'm gonna need a little bit more of that wine. I can already see. This chapter we're gonna be saying goodbye to a few people that came out of the Exodus of Egypt with us, and one of them is Miriam. She's of course, the sister of Moses and Aaron, the two high priests. But she gave up the ghost right here at this on this very first verse, and they buried her right at Kadesh. Okay, we ain't in the land of Canaan, we heading there. You know what I'm saying? And already we had to stop and bury a sister, bury Moses' sister, old big mouth Miriam, who, other than that one instance, was all right sister. You know what I'm saying? Lord dealt with her that day, gave her that leprosy because she was running her mouth. You know, Most High gonna have a whole lot of special punishment for these Israelite sisters who are steady speaking out of turn like she did that day. But other than that, she's a pretty righteous sister. So they went on and gave her full burial. They mourned her for a little bit, and then they had to go on about their business. You know what I'm saying? We here in the ISUPK, we buried a wonderful brother last week who had passed on the week before. Y'all give it up for Priest and Officer Karab, man. Rise again to that brother, man. I got a lot of history with that brother. He's I was the brother picking up the phone when he got in contact with the school. And there was somebody else in the Killeen area that had called the school before him, but the Lord chose Karab to do the job, and he did a hell of a job. Them brothers in Killeen, get them brothers a strong hand too, man. Brothers in the Killeen school are some of the strongest in the UPK. Brothers are dedicated to the work, and I know that all came under Commanding General Johanna's stewardship. But Priest and Officer Karab was the camp leader there and was doing a hell of a job for the Most High and for Christ and for the ISUPK, raising brothers up there. So, but we're gonna continue to do this. We're gonna continue to tribute our brother, Officer Karab, Officer 5000. But we're gonna continue on this work just like he would have done. All right, everybody, y'all for Officer Karab, man. Come on in and raise up. Rise again, warrior. Love you. Let's get verse 2.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 2 in the Hebrew. Wala'ah, ha'ya, mayam, la'ai, wayakwa, hawa, al, masha, wa'al, aharan.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 2 in the English. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron.
You know, in these earlier stages of us being a nation, it seemed like it don't take much for Israel to turn against the Lord. Don't see what I'm saying? All it takes is I'm hungry or I'm hot or in this case I'm thirsty. Didn't we already prove in the previous chapters that rebelling against Moses and Aaron at this time was rebelling against the Lord? Simple and plain. Because the Lord made it crystal clear who he was dealing with. He was dealing with Moses. Rebelling against Moses was rebelling against the Most High, and rebelling against the Most High got you killed, got you swallowed up by the earth, or slew any kind of way the Lord saw fit. And yet here we go. Because they're thirsty, they've now got no patience, and they've all gathered themselves against Moses and against Aaron, the two high priests, the leadership. When will Israel ever learn, man? Let's go ahead and get verse 3 and 4.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 3 and 4 in the Hebrew. Waya Rab, Ha'im, Aim, Mashah, Waya Marwa, La Mar, Wa Lawa, Gawa Ainwa, Baga Wai, Aka Yangwa, Lapanya, Yahweh. Verse 4. Wala Walam, Haba Atham, Ah, Quahal, Yahweh, Al, Wamadabar, Ha-Za, Lama Waf, Shama, Anaka Nawa, Waba Ayaranwa.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 3 and 4 in the English. And the people chode with Moses and spake, saying, would God that we had died when our brethren died before Yahweh? Verse 4, and why have ye brought up the congregation of Yahweh into this wilderness, that we and our cattle should die there?
Oh, ye of little faith, right? I mean, the Lord's been with them all this time. I mean, like I say, all it takes is them getting hungry or getting thirsty, and they willing to turn on the Lord.
Right.
Even though he's the one got him out of captivity. You show me a power that can actually get you out of slavery. He literally send plagues onto your enemies. One among them plagues was killing the firstborn of every Egyptian. Parted the entire Red Sea for you to walk through, and then when y'all got through, he put the sea back together to drown the Egyptians and the chariots. I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's still chariot wheels down there in the Red Sea. They don't move them. Yeah, they don't move them for good reason. Kind of as proof, proof that this miracle happened. The damn archaeologists and all them see them chariots there, got the wheels and everything, but they don't touch them for that reason, because they read the Bible. But he did that to you. He did that to your enemies, got you out of captivity, and I guess they think he's going to bring you into the wilderness for 40 years, and then ultimately let you die of starvation or thirst. Just no faith. I mean, the scriptures say faith without work is dead, but you still have to have the faith. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get verse 5.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Walam ha'ai la yatangwa mataza rayam la haba ya atangwa al hamakwa wam harai haza la'a makwa wam zarai wata'an wagapan waramawan wamayam ayan lashathawath.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 5 in the English. And wherefore have ye made us to come up out of Egypt, to bring us into this evil place? It is no place of seed, or of figs, or of vines, or of pomegranates, neither is there any water to drink.
Again, they starving and they thirsty, so they about to they about ready. They about ready to turn on Moses and Aaron and go back to Egypt, really. I guess they say they'd rather be slaves in Egypt than be free in the wilderness. That's crazy. That slave mentality was even on our people, even back then. Sometimes you just got to have faith. I mean, the Lord made miracles happen for you. Like I said, he got you out of slavery and captivity, split the water for you, dropped the angels' food out the sky for you to eat, and y'all sitting up there worried about being a little bit thirsty. I mean, not y'all, obviously, but, our ancestors. They worried about being just a little bit thirsty, and they ready to turn on Aaron and Moses, turn on the Lord right now. You know what I'm saying? Israel y'all gonna have to be a little stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting ready. I don't know if y'all were listening to the news, but a U.S. backed invasion of Iran by Israel did start yesterday, and Trump has already threatened Iran. I don't know how much of this is serious and how much of this is he's just trying to keep the heat off his nasty behind for the Epstein files being out there and him showing up in them so many times, being with underage girls. But either way, I bring that up just to say there's a cost for freedom. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be ready in that time to be ready to pay the cost. And the cost is you're not going to be as comfortable as you lived in captivity. You know what I'm saying? You'll eat, but just not as often, enough to keep you alive. You'll drink, but it's not like you don't have any other drink but water, really. And the water might not even be the cleanest. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get prepared for that. Do y'all, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, do you want to be free of this oppression? Yes or no?
Sir.
Free of this damn so-called white man and never have to worry about punching the clock with him no more? Well, the cost of it is going through some hard times, but at the end of it, the Lord's going to get you free. Just like he always has. All through the Old Testament, he got us free from captivity. Period. Go ahead. We are on, go ahead and get verse 6.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, and verse 6 in the Hebrew. Waya ba'a masha wa'aha ran ma panya hakwa ha all pa ta aha ma wa I waya pawa all panya ham
Shalom,
waya
Akwa.
ra ka bawad Yahweh al ya ham.
Okay, sir. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 6 in the English. And Moses and Aaron went from the
Numbers
presence of
20
the
and 6.
assembly unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And they fell upon their faces, and the glory of Yahweh appeared unto them.
Let me get you to read verse 6 again in the English.
Sir. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 6 in the English. And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And they fell upon their faces, and the glory of Yahweh appeared unto them.
Okay, so they tired of the whining and the bitching and the moaning from Israel. So them being the leadership, being the high priest, they know they got first hand to the Father. So they left the congregation and went to the tabernacle and fell on their face. How it's supposed to be. Fall on your face and talk to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord was dealing with Moses and Aaron at this time. All right, y'all give it up for Sister Shemaiah real quick, man. She was kind enough to get you brothers some coffee if you need it. Yeah. Mapadazar, take the coffee from the sister. Y'all need a cup, just go ahead and grab it. Let's get verse 7 and 8.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 7 and 8 in the Hebrew. Waya da bar Yahweh al masha la mar. Verse 8. Kwaka ath hamata wa ha kwa ha ath ha I ata wa aha ran aka ya wada ba ratham al wa salai la ayanya wanatan mayawa wa taza'ath laham mayam mana hasalai wa hashaquayath ath ha'ai wa ath ba'ai yaram.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 7 and 8 in the English. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Take the rod, and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water. And thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink.
Okay, so the Most High has always got a bailout plan. Y'all forgive me for this. Just woke up this morning, kind of cough. I'll be all right. But the Most High got a bailout plan, just like he got all the time. He gave Moses instruction to take that rod and go up to that rock at Horeb and get enough water for the congregation and even for the beast. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the sheep and the cattle and the ox, all them and the donkeys, they all got to drink too. Just like us say, they need water to live, do they not? Okay. So I never want to hear when a brother says he's got nothing to drink. You got water? You good. That's the best thing to drink right there. Verse 9, 10, and 11.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 9, 10, and 11 in the Hebrew.
Salaki, before you get started, how are we doing online? Any questions, huh? Yeah, we good? How many people with us?
Got right here.
I can't see.
That's 4.
Most High in Christ.
On YouTube.
Most High in Christ. I know more on Facebook. We big on Facebook. But any of y'all that are watching, if you got questions, just leave them in the comment section. I'll address them. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with the read. 9, 10, and 11.
Wayakwak, Masha, Hamata, Malapanya, Yahweh, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Hawa. Verse 10. Wayakwa Halya, Masha, Wa'aharan, Ha Kwahal, Al, Panya, Hasalai, Waya'amar, Laham, Shama Iwa, Na'a, Hamaryam, Haman, Hasalai, Hazah, Nawataza Ya, Lakam, Mayam, verse 11, Wayaram, Masha, Yadawa, Wayak, Hasalai, Bamatahawa, Paimayam, Wayataza Awa, Mayam, Rabayam, Watashath, Ha'ai, Waba'ai Yaram.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 9, 10, and 11 in the English. And Moses took the rod from before Yahweh as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock. And he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly. And the congregation drank, and their beasts also.
Okay, now what y'all reading there and what we're just hearing is Moses done got them all drinking now. He didn't follow the Lord's order to the T though. You know what I'm saying? But he did strike that rock and the water came out abundantly. I don't know if y'all know, but that rock at Horeb that he struck is still over there now. I don't know if y'all know that, but it's an archaeological piece. It's in you get that book, Our Living Bible. It'll have a whole lot of it's a straight up archaeology book. And it goes into a lot of the archaeology that you're reading about. And that rock over there in Horeb that Moses struck is still there. I don't know how many people know that. But But yeah, I have the book myself. Real good archaeology read. But we are now going to go ahead to verse 12 because Moses is going to have to answer for that eventually. Striking that rock, because that's not what the Lord ordered him to do. Verse 12.
Honorable Khan, it's the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 12 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Wa'al, Aharan, Ya'ain, La'a, Ha'amanatam, Ba'ya, Lahaquad, Yashanya, La Ayanya, Banya, Yasharal, Lakan, La'a, Thabaya Awa, Ah, Haquahal, Hazah, Al, Ha'aratazah,
Officer
Ashar,
Hadazan.
Natathya, Laham.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 12 in the English. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believed me not to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. Therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them.
Okay, so now Moses got an answer for the mistake he made. The Lord told him to speak to the rock. He didn't tell him to strike it twice. You know what I'm saying? And then when he did that, he did none of the, he gave the Lord no glory at all when he did that. So now Moses' punishment is he's not going to see the promised land. Heavy, ain't it? I mean, when you read later on in the book, you read in Deuteronomy, the 34th chapter, he tells you straight up that there was not a prophet under him in all of Israel like Moses. He loved Moses. Moses did many great works for him, but when you go against what the Lord's order was and, do something and not clear with him, give him no glory, not follow the directions, the punishment for that is you're not going to reap any of the rewards. So it's saying right here, read that again.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 11. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice.
No, verse 12.
Verse 12, slack, sir. Verse 12. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believed me not to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them.
That's serious. That's serious when you think about it, man. He was a perfect prophet up until then, but just going, perfect priest up to the end, but just going off on that one deal, hitting that rock twice and not giving the Lord no glory. I'm gonna work through it, y'all. But now he doesn't inherit paradise now. Aaron neither. It's serious. It goes into what the Most High wants the most. We give sacrifices when you make sins. Israel did that, but what he wanted more than anything is obedience. Tells you that in the book of 1 Samuel. He wants obedience. Obey his word, obey his law. Obey what it is he put out there. Otherwise, you're on the other side of him, and there's punishment for that. You don't want to go against the power, the power of all powers. The same power that flooded the earth for 40 days and 40 nights and killed every living thing on that ark. I mean, every living thing in the world that wasn't on that ark with Noah. Y'all understand?
Come on, sir.
All right. Do we have water back there, y'all? Let me get some of that, see if I can get this cough out of me. We don't have no water? There's one in my car. Can you go get it for me? It's behind the passenger side. The water. Come on, I got you. Let's go ahead and get verse 13 and 14.
Khan out of Khan. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 13 and 14 in the Hebrew. Ma
How you
ya
doing over there?
ma ra ya ashar ra ba rabawa
Pass that down.
vanya yasharal ah Yahweh wa ya kwadash bam. Verse 14. Wa ya shalak masha
Water, please.
malaka yam makwadash al malak adawam ka amar akayak yasharal ah yadai ah call hata la'a ashar mataza tanwa.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 13 and 14 in the English. This is the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel strove with Yahweh, and he was sanctified in them. Verse 14, and Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel, thou knowest all the travail that hath befallen us.
Okay. Now I don't want y'all reading that verse in 14 thinking that us and Edom are still brothers, all right? Just on that verse, because back then we wasn't too long removed from the womb of one another. Esau and Jacob came out the same womb. Y'all know that. So when y'all read there to call them brothers, just know that for that time they still were technically our brothers. But by the time we got to Amos 1 and 9, all that was done away with. As a matter of fact, Officer Mapatazar, come here real quick. Take the sword and get Amos 1 and 9 real quick. Just to let Israel know, because it's calling Edom a brother, so we got to get edification. Otherwise, we're gonna get more Christians and more fake Israelite groups fighting to get the white man in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know those kinds of stuff.
I'm so sick and tired of that. I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't take fake Israelites serious, no way. But man, that business right there, trying to get you're supposed to be trying to get the kingdom for yourself and your people. They're up there trying to get some cracker in the kingdom just because they like a few of them. Amos 1 and 9. Go ahead.
This book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of tyrants, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom.
Who?
To Edom.
Go ahead.
And remember not the brotherly covenant.
Remember not the brotherly covenant. In other words, the brotherly covenant that we had was done by the time we got there. Definitely by the time we got to Amos. You know what I'm saying? The brotherly covenant was done away with, and it was done away with by them. And I ain't got to tell y'all what we've been going through in this country ever since we've been there, ever since we've been here. I ain't got to tell you about all the atrocities they've committed against our people. They have never looked at us as their brother. So why do you blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans still look at this pale bastard as your brother? Why? I got to know that. Somebody online, can y'all tell me? They are not your brother. They are not your people. They are the devil the Bible speaks of. That's according to the Bible, and that's right with history. Look what they're doing right now. Never mind history. Don't you know they still hanging Negroes in the South. Still lynching Negroes in the South. We're in 2026. Crazy when you think about it. They calling our Latino brothers aliens in their own land. You can't get more wicked than that, man. They were here before y'all, yet somehow they're the aliens. All right, where are we? We're in are we in verse 15? Let's get 15 and 16.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, and verse 15 and 16 in the Hebrew. Waya ra dawa, abata yangwa, mataza ra yam, wa nashab, ba mataza ra yam, yam yam, ra rabayam, waya ra iwa, la nawa, matazar yam, wala abath yangwa. Verse 16. Wanataza Aikwa, all Yahweh, Wayashamai, Kwala Nawa, Wayashaklak, Malaak, Wayataza Anwa, Mataza Raya, Wahana, Anakangwa, Bakwadash, Ayar, Kwataza, Ga Bawalak.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 15 and 16 in the English. How our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time. And the and the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers. And when we cried unto Yahweh, he heard our voice and sent an angel, and hath brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border.
Keep in mind, we're not asking for much at this point. You know, learn this is how you this is how you learn something about the Edomites right here in this chapter. It's not like we're asking them for all we're asking them for is to pass through their land so we can go head towards the land of Canaan. We can't really get to Canaan without not going through Edom's land. That's basically what it is. If y'all following along, we're just asking to pass. Let's get verse 17.
Khan out of one Khan. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 17 in Hebrew. Na'ai bara, na'a, ba'ara tazak, la'a, na'ai bar, bashad, wabaka ram, wala'a, nashath, maya, ba'ar, darak, hamalak, nalak, la'a, nata, yamyan, washa ma awal, I, ashar, na'ai bar, gabalak.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 17 in the English. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders.
In other words, we're not going to mess with their cattle. We're not going to step in their vineyards. You know, where they had the grapes and everything and make the wine. We don't even want to drink your water. We're not going to flood your land. All we're trying to do is pass through your land so we can get to the land of milk and honey. So we can get to the land of Canaan. That's all we're asking the Edomites to do at this time. Keep listening up to how they're going to treat us for this. Go to 18 and 19.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 18 and 19.
Y'all Salakia. Y'all love the white man, so-called Negroes and Hispanics. Y'all pay attention to this point. Pay attention to this part. Now, I ain't saying necessarily that you got to be a hate monger, but why do you have to love your enemy? Where does it say you have to love your enemy? Especially when the Lord don't love them. Where in the scriptures does it say he loved the Edomites? Can anybody show me that? What about you, Hadazan? Can you show me that? Where in there did the Lord love the Edomites? Who's got their Zondervan Bible dictionary with them? Got it? Do me a favor, read Edom in there. Now, this is what the scholars say. Remember, the ISUPK did not write the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. The scholars and the historians wrote it, many of whom are Edomites or so-called Caucasians. They gathered this information. I want y'all to listen to what Officer Gadal Ahmad says about Edom.
Edom in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, the nation and its people who were the descendants of Esau founded the country, so his name is equated with Edom. The country was also called Seir,
Right,
or Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived.
name of the territory where the Edomites live. The whole nation of Edom. Go ahead.
The kingdom of Edom was founded during the 13th century BC, according to archaeological evidence. In the process of about 4 centuries, the government of Edom changed from one under tribal chiefs to a monarchy.
Okay, so and you read about that in the scriptures because you read about dukes and monarchs in the among the Edomites, but the scholars and historians say they've got, you just read it right there, archaeology on the Edomites going back to 13th century BC. Think about that. 13 centuries before our king was born, they got archaeology. They got archaeology on the Edomites. So don't let anyone tell you they don't exist. Go ahead.
In the process of about 4 centuries, the government of Edom changed from one under tribal chiefs to a monarchy. Saul fought against the Edomites, but David conquered them and put garrisons throughout the whole land.
Yeah, so David kicked their ass. You read about that in Psalms. He hated the Edomites because he knew the Lord hated them, and David wore their behinds out every chance he could get. Go ahead.
Judah lost Edom in the reign of Jeroboam when she revolted against him about 847 BC.
Who did?
Jehoram.
Okay. Go ahead, keep reading.
About 50 years later, Amaziah, king of Judah, inflicted a severe defeat on the Edomites.
In other words, Isaiah kicked their behind real good. Go ahead.
Rezin, king of Syria, at war with Judah, captured Elath and drove the Jews out. When Jerusalem was destroyed and Judah depopulated by the Babylonians in 586 BC.
I think you read about that in the book of Kings. I may be wrong about that. Go ahead.
The Edomites rejoiced over the affliction of the Judeans and began to take over the southern part of Palestine.
Say that again.
Began to take over the southern part of Palestine.
No, the part about Edom rejoicing.
Edomites rejoiced over the affliction of the Judeans.
So Judah lost to another nation, and the Edomites, the so-called white man's ancestors, are rejoicing over us, rejoicing over our defeat. That sound like a brother there, y'all? Go ahead.
Eventually, they penetrated as far as north as Hebron. This action intensified the already smoldering hatred between the Jews and Edomites.
Already smoldering hatred between the Jews, you so-called Negroes mainly, because y'all are the Jews, and the Edomites, so-called white man. Go ahead.
The Assyrians came in contact with Edom as early as the 7th century BC, when her kings began to penetrate as far south as Palestine. Edom, along with Judah and her other neighbors, paid tribute to Assyria for many years.
Go ahead.
She is mentioned many times in the inscription of the kings of Assyria, beginning with Adad Nerari III, 800 BC, to Ashurbanipal. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments.
That's the part I want. That's the part I wanted Gadal Ahmad to get to. Say that. Repeat that part.
Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments.
Edom figures prominently in the scriptures, in the Bible, as a scene of great future judgment. Y'all understand? That's what the whole book of Obadiah was about. Edom. Destruction on Edom. Go ahead.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God.
In other words, the Most High hates them so much. He hates all the nations, but he hates the Edomites so much that he ain't gonna have any mercy on them when this kingdom go down. None. The only thing when this kingdom go down, the only thing the Edomites got two things to look forward to: 1,000 years of serving us as our slaves, and then complete and utter annihilation. The only place you're gonna be able to see a so-called white man or a woman in that day, you're gonna have to go to the museum. They're gonna be there right next to Tyrannosaurus Rex, right there next to Megalodon, and right there next to the woolly mammoth.
Right.
Which I don't know. They are trying to bring the woolly mammoth back. I don't know if y'all are aware of that, but y'all get the picture. That's where you're gonna find Edomites pretty soon. Barakatha Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right. We are now where? We're in did we do 18?
Allah, sir.
18 and 19, Baba Shah.
Khan out of one Khan. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 18 and 20 in the Hebrew. Waya'amar, ala Yahweh, Adawam.
That's 18 and 19 you getting, right, Hebrew?
Khan out of one Khan.
Gotcha.
La'a, Ta'ai, Bar, Baya, Pana, Baka, Rab, Ataza, Ataza, Laquara, Ata. Verse 19. Waya'a Marwa, ala Yahweh, Banya, Yashara, Bama Salah, Na'al, Wa'am, Maya Mayak, Nashaf, Anya, Washakwanya, Wanathaya, Makaram, Rakwa, Ayan, Kwabar, Baragalia, Ai Bar.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 18 and 19 in the English. And Edom said unto him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. Verse 19, and the children of Israel said unto him, We will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet.
All right. So Edom's not letting us pass. Y'all see that, right? All we're trying to do is get to our land, and he's not going to let us pass. Not going to let us make it for anything. Even though we telling them we're going to hook them up just for being there, just for y'all being generous enough to pass through our land. But he say, nah, you Negroes cannot come through this land, basically. That's basically what he's saying. All right, let's get verse 20.
Kana Wakana. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 20 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar La'a Ta'aibar Waya Taza Adawam Laquara Tawa Ba'ain Kabad Wabayad Kazakwa.
So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 20 in the English. And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand.
So basically, he got his goons together. Say, no, y'all would not go through here. Y'all niggas better go around. All right, 21 and 22.
Kana Wakana. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 21 and 22 in the Hebrew. Waya Ma'an Adawam Nathan Af Yashara Ibar Baga Balawa Waya Yashara Ma'al Yawa. Verse 22. Waya Sa'awa Makwadash Waya Ba'awa Banya Yashara Kal Ha'ai Ha'ar Ha'ar.
So this is the book of Numbers, chapters 20, verses 21 and 22 in the English. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him. Verse 22, and the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh and came unto Mount Hor.
Okay, so now we basically have to go around. Basically, that's all I was basically telling you there. Edomites wouldn't let us pass through their land, so we basically had to take the scenic route. A little bit longer, but we see this for only this close to paradise. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Let's get 23 and 24.
Kana Wakana. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 23 and 24 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar Yahweh Al Mashah Wa'al Aharan Bahar Hahar Al Gabawal Arataza Adawam La Amar. Verse 24. Ya'asat Aharan Al Aimayawa Kaya La'a Yaba'a Al Ha'arataza Ashar Natataya Labanya Yasharal Al Ashar Marai Yatam Ah Paya Lamaya Marayaba.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 23 and 24 in the English. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in Mount Hor by the coast of the land of Edom, saying, Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given unto the children of Israel, because ye rebelled against my word at the water of Meribah.
That's straight up right there. Because they didn't do what the Lord said, they rebelled. Again, they're ordered to get their congregation, get their people, and get them ready to get in the land, but they, of course, can't get in the land. Y'all go ahead. Verse 25 and 26.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 25 and 26 in the Hebrew. Kwaka, Aharan, Wa'a, Ala Izar, Banya, Wa Ha'al, Atham, Har, Har, verse 26. Wahapasha, Aharan, Bagadayawa, Wahala Bashatham, Ala Izar, Banya, Banwa, Wa'aharan, Ya Asa, Wamath, Shama.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 25 and 26 in the English. Take Aaron and Eleazar, his son, and bring them up unto Mount Hor, and strip Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Eleazar, his son, and Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, and shall die there.
Basically, Aaron's at the end of his life anyway, so that's why that's kind of why the Lord had us in the wilderness 40 years anyway. Because once he saw that golden calf built, he knew that he's going to have to make an example out of all them that worshiped that calf while he was up there at the mountains giving Moses the law. He knew that this generation he's going to have to get rid of and kind of use that as a teaching tool to prepare the next generation of Israelites. So that's why Eleazar, Aaron's son, is going to be. They're putting Aaron's garments, his ephod, his garment, his priestly garments, all that is going on Eleazar, his son, and he's going to go in, and he's going to go into the land, basically. Go ahead. We're in. Let's get the last three verses in this chapter. 27, 28, and 29.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 27 through 29 in the Hebrew. Waya Aish, Masha, Ata Shar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Waya Awa, Al, Har, Hahar, La Ayanya, Call, Ha'ai, verse 28. Waya Pa Sha, Masha, Af, Aharan, Af, Bagad Yawa, Wayala Bash, Atam, Af, Ala Izar, Banawa, Waya Math, Aharan, Shama, Baratash, Hahar, Waya Rad, Shama, Wa'ala Izar, Mana, Hahar, verse 29. Wayara Awa, Call, Ha'ai, Zaya, Gawai, Aharan, Wayabakawa, Aharan, Shalashayam, Yawam, Call, Bayath, Yasharal.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 27 through 29 in the English. And Moses did as Yahweh commanded, and they went up into Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. And Moses stripped Aaron of his garments and put them upon Eleazar his son.
Mm.
And Aaron died there in the top of the mount. And Moses and Eleazar came down from the mount. And when all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, they mourned for Aaron 30 days, even all the house of Israel.
Absolutely, man. Well, just like we're mourning Precinct Officer Karab, they were mourning the High Priest Aaron at that time. Same thing. We're going to move on. We're going to push on to paradise and push on to the kingdom, but we never forget about our brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's like we'll never forget Precinct Officer Karab here in the ISUPK. The brothers back here during this time in the book of Numbers remembered Aaron for 30 days. Now, of course, we had to move on because we got to get ready and go into the land. And anybody that knows me personally, y'all know that I like the kind of stuff we're about to read about in the next chapter because it's going to be dealing with a lot of wars and fighting and a lot of people dying. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all all the time, I'm kind of twisted. I might need something stronger than General Muhammad's counsel for my bloodlust in the Bible, I guess. But chapters like the one we're getting ready to go into, Numbers 21, my kind of chapter because we're winning wars in that chapter. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead. First, let's go ahead and get started. Numbers, the 21st chapter. And we'll start with verses 1 and 2.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 1 and 2 in the Hebrew. Wayashamai, Hakana, Naya, Malak, Irad, Yashab, Hana, Gad, Kaya, Va'a, Yasha, Darak, Ha'ata, Rayam, Wayalakam, Bayashara, Wayashar, Mamanawa, Shabaya, verse 2, Wayadar, Yashara, Nadar, Laya, Hawa, Wa Ya Amar, Nathan, Tatan, Af, Ha'aim, Hazah, Bayadaya, Wahakaramataya, Af, Iraya,
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 1 and 2 in the English. And when King Arad the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the way of the spies, then he fought against Israel and took some of them prisoners. Verse 2, and Israel vowed a vow unto Yahweh and said, if thou would indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities.
Okay. Now, we enter in the land right now. And obviously there's going to have to be a lot of fighting going on just to get Canaanites and any other nation up out of the land. But because this was the land promised to our forefathers. The Most High promised this land to Abraham all the way back in Genesis, I want to say the 14th chapter. So what we're doing now is lawful according to the Lord, because you'll have a few of our Christian Israelites will say that we're moving into someone else's land and taking it from them. No, that land was always promised to us, always. That's according to the Most High. And so we got to get them out anyway. So you got the brother saying Israel vowed and a vow unto the Lord and said, we will utterly destroy their cities if you give these heathens into our hand, basically. In other words, let us kick their ass in this war. We'll destroy all their cities, all their idols, all their little special places. We'll get them up out of here or they're going to die.
That's right.
That's warfare, y'all. That is war. People die. I mean, y'all read with me the first thing Moses and Aaron did when they got into the wilderness was, what did they do? Who remembers?
Well, so like if I could, sorry, was it executing some of the rebels, or did that
No,
come after?
no, no. Before that, they did one thing. You don't have a nation if you don't have this.
Oh, an army, sir.
There you go. Give it up for Trooper Lahav Garash. If you don't have an army, you don't have a nation. You don't have a military, you ain't gonna be a nation long. So that was the first thing they did out of captivity. So we're basically going into this land of Canaan. That's our military. Tell you, when it said came by way of spies, that lets you know that's what you would call today a black ops operation. You know what I'm saying? Special operations. Spy on the enemy before we take an army up in there. Let us know what we're getting into. Doing the same thing way back then, before there was any guns. Okay, verse 3.
Kana Wakanda is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 3 in the Hebrew. Waya Shamai, Yahweh, Bakwa Wa, Yasharal, Wayatan, Af, Hakan Naya, Wayaka Ram, Ataham, Wa'af, Ira Yaham, Wayakwa Ra, Shama, Hamakwa Wam, Ka Rum.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 3 in the English. And Yahweh hearkened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. And he called the name of the place Hormah.
So we destroyed the Canaanite cities already and delivered the Canaanites, which are Africans, into our hands. Verse 4.
Kana Wakanda is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, and verse 4 in the Hebrew. Wayasa Iwa, Mahar, Pahar, Darak, Yama, Sa Wa, Lasa Bab, Ah,
Mopadaza.
Arataza, Adawan,
Don't even put that in the fridge.
Watakwatazar, Napash, Wa'aim, Badarak.
Khan, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 4 in the English. And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way.
Okay, verse 5.
Kana the Wakanda. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Wayada Bar, Ha'aim, Ba'ala Hayam, Waba Mash, Lama, Ha'al Yatangwa,
Padazan.
Mama Tazar Yam, Lama Wa, Bamada Var, Kaya, Ayan, Lakam, Wa Kayan, Mayam, Wanapash Nawa, Kwatazar, Balakam, Wakwalakwa.
Sorry. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 5 in the English. And the people spake against God and against Moses. Wherefore Salakia, wherefore have ye brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loatheth this light bread.
So they tired of bread now. They got no faith in the Lord, man. All the miracles they've been showing them, and they still wrestling with faith just because they hungry and they tired of eating that bread. Israel is something else, man. Literally said the soul loatheth the damn bread. Can I get one of you brothers, Mopadas, look up fiery serpent for me real quick. Because I'm thinking it's talking about a poisonous snake. I'm gonna find out in a minute. Go ahead, let's get verse 6 and 7.
Kana the Wakana is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 6 and 7 in the Hebrew. Waya Shalak, Yahweh, Ba'ain, Hanaka, Shayam, Hashar, Payam, Waya Nashakawa, Ata Ha'aim, Wayama,
The headband.
Aim,
It's on the mirror. It's on the
Rabah,
front.
Maya Sharal, verse 7. Waya Ba, Ha'aim, Al, Masha, Waya Marawa, Kata Nawa, Kaya, Dabara Nawa, Ba Yahweh, Waba, Patapa Allah, Al, Yahweh,
What?
Wayasar, Ma'al Yanawa, Hanakash, Wayata Palal, Masha, Ba'ai, Ha'ain.
So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 6 and 7 in the English. And Yahweh sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much of Israel died. Verse 7. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned, for we have spoken against Yahweh and against thee. Pray unto Yahweh that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people.
Mopadas, what did it say about fiery serpents? Venomous snake is what I thought. Poisonous snake. In the Middle East here, you got poisonous snakes now. Them saw scale vipers are there. Them crates are there. Them king cobras are there. So the Lord was sending all types of snakes just like these, and he was sending on Israel because he's tired of Israel's madness. Here it is. He got you out of captivity, or parted the sea for you. Every time you need water or food, he's got it for you, and he'd have a bunch of beasts killed for you. He'd have water struck from a rock for you. It fed you, and it had food dropping out of heaven, that damn manna from heaven. Every time Israel needed him, he was there for them. And now they done started complaining about the bread that they're eating, complaining about being thirsty or whatnot. So the Lord just had enough of them and say, okay, I'm gonna send these poisonous snakes, these saw scale vipers, these crates, these king cobras, and kill a few hundred of you, maybe a few thousand of you, and maybe you'll learn to shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
I knew fiery serpents had something to do with poisonous snakes. So just wanted to get confirmation on that. But let's stay in the scriptures. Let's go with verse 8 and 9.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 8 and 9 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, I, Aisha, Laka, Mara, Marapa, Washayam, Atawa, Al, Nasa, Yahweh, Kal, Wanasha, Wak, Wara, Atawa, Wakaya, verse 9. Waya Aish, Masha, Nakash, Nakasha, Wayasha, Mahawa, Al, Hanas, Yaha, Yahai, Ya, um, Ama, Nashaka, Hanakash, Ayash, Wahavayat, Al, Nakash, Hanakasha, Wakaya.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 8 and 9 in the English. And Yahweh said unto Moses, make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole, and it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten when he looketh upon it shall live. Verse 9, and Moses made a serpent of brass and put it upon a pole. And it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of brass, he lived.
Okay. So basically, Moses is making supplication for these Negroes, these Israelites who are steady with this complaining and stuff. It's like, and so he's putting out a little contingency plan for them, basically. Told them, take the rod and gather the assembly, and Aaron thy brother, who by now is dead, and speak ye unto the rock before the eyes, and shall give forth his water, and thou shalt bring forth them water out of the rock, basically. Okay, I'm in the wrong. Slack for that. He done sent them serpents on them to kill a bunch of them that were steady bitching and complaining. Salakia for the language. And so Moses is praying for him, and the Lord basically saying, he's got the pole. Everyone that is bitten and look out, y'all gonna live, basically. Y'all that was bitten and ain't died. Y'all, so long as y'all remember to keep your damn mouths shut and keep your mind on the mission, you gonna live, basically. So he said he made a serpent of brass and put it up on the pole. And came to pass that the serpent had bitten any of the men that beheld the serpent, they were going to live. All you had to do is raise the serpent, basically. Raise the pole and you're going to live, basically. 10, 11, and 12.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 10 through 12 in the Hebrew. Wayasa Iwa, Banya, Yashral, Wayakan Nawa, Ba, verse 11. Wayasa Iwa, Ma'ava, Wayakanwa, Ba'ai Yaya, Ha'ai Ba Rayam, Bash Shadabar, Ashar, Al, Panya, Mawa, Ab, Mama, Zarak, Hasha, Mash, verse 12. Masham, Nasa, Iwa, Wayak, Kanwa, Banakal, Zarad.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 10 through 12 in the English. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in Abath. And they journeyed from Abath and pitched at Salakia, sir, Ij, Ij, Ijebarim in the wilderness, which is before Moab, toward the sun rising. From thence they removed and pitched in the valley of Zered.
Give Trooper Karash a hand. Lahab Karash a hand, man. Because I would have said it the exact way. Exact way. So just using pronunciation. I mean, cities of heathens, I don't be trying to get them right all, anyway, but you did a hell of a job though.
Salakia, if I could, sir, I was about to pass it to the officer on that shit. I was about to pass that shit.
ISUPK, no cowards, no excuses. We get it done, man.
Khan, sir.
All right. Let's go ahead and keep the reading. Verse 13.
Khan out of one Khan. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 13 in the Hebrew. Masham, Nasa,
Sister Kawada.
Wayakanwa, Ma'ai Bar, Arangwan, Ashar, Bashad Bar, Hayatazah, Magabal, Hata Maraya, Kaya, Arana Wan, Gabawal, Mawa'ab, Bayan, Mawa'ab, Wabayan, Ha'amara.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 13 in the English. From thence they removed and pitched on the other side of Arnon, which is in the wilderness that cometh out of the coast of the Amorites. For Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites.
Okay. Verse 14 and 15.
Khan out of one Khan. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 14 and 15 in the Hebrew. Al, Khan, Ya'amar, Basa Par, Malak Kamath, Yahweh, Ah, Wahab, Basawapa, Wa'ath, Wanakalayam, Aranawan. Verse 15. Wa'ashad, Wanakalayam, Ashar, Nata, Lashabath, Ira, Wanasha'aim, Lagabawal, Mawa'ab.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 14 and 15 in the English. Wherefore it is said in the book of the wars of Yahweh, what he did in the Red Sea and in the brooks of Arnon, and at the stream of the brooks that goeth down to the dwelling of Ar and lieth upon the border of Moab.
Okay, so it's talking about it's bringing out what he's known for. What's the first thing he said? What he did and where?
You talking about in what he Salakia, sir, what he did in the Red Sea.
Khan. That's what he's known for this generation. What he just did in the Red Sea a few years ago. So, and now it's talking about everything else he's getting ready to make happen for us as we get ready to take over this land. Verse 16 and 17.
Kind out of one kind. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 16 and 17 in the Hebrew. Wa ma shama ba'ara hawaf haba'ar ashar Yahweh lamash asak ha'aim wa'atan laham mayam. Verse 17. Azah Yashayar Yasharal Hashayar Haza'af Al-Ya Ba'ar Ainawa La.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 16 and 17 in the English. And from thence they went to Beer, Salakia, that is the well whereof Yahweh spake unto Moses. Gather the people together, and I will give them water. Then Israel sang this song, Spring up, O well, sing ye unto it.
Okay, so got you singing to a well now. Reason behind it, but go ahead. Verse 18.
Khan out of one Khan. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 18 in the Hebrew. Ba'ar Kapa Rawa Sharayam Karawa Nada Yabya Ha'aim Ba Makakoka Ba Masha Ainatam Wa Ma Mada Bar Matan.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 18 in the English. The princes digged the well, the nobles of the people digged it, by the direction of the lawgiver with their staffs. And from the wilderness they went to Matanah.
Let's get 19, 20, and 21.
Khan out of one Khan. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 21, verses 19 to 21 in the Hebrew. Wa Ma Matan Nakala Y'all Wa Ma Nakal Y'all Ba Ma Waf. Verse 20. Wa Ma Ba Ma Waf Ha Gaya Ashar Bashad Ma Wa'ab Ra'ash Hapasa Ga Wanashakwa Pa Al Panya Hayasha Yaman. Verse 21. Wayashalak Yasharal Mala Akyam Al Sayakan Malak Wa'amaraya La'amar.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 19 through 21 in the English. And from Matanah to Nahaliel, and from Nahaliel to Bamoth, and from Bamoth in the valley that is in the country of Moab to the top of Pisgah, which looketh toward Jeshimon. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying,
I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but yeah, we already dealt with one king. Now we're dealing with another one. We're dealing with the with Sihon, the king of the Amorites. This whole chapter is a whole. I think they beat up to 3 kings just in this chapter. I mean, a lot of blood was shed. But a lot of that work had to be done for us to claim the land. The Canaanites and the Amorites and all them weren't just going to give it to us, right? It's a land flowing with milk and honey. It's the prettiest, the most beautiful land going. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord promised it to us. These nations there don't know the Most High, so they're gonna fight for it. They're gonna fight to keep what they believe is theirs. Let's get 22 and 23.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 22 and 23 in the Hebrew. I ba ra ba aratazah la'ah nata gashad wabaka ram la'ah nasha maya ba'ar badarak hamalak nalak ishar bar gabalak. Verse 23. Wala'ah Natan Sayakan Yashral Ibar Baga Balawa Waya Asa Sayakan Kal Imawa Wayataza Lakwa Raf Yashral Hamada Bara Wayaba Yahataza Wayalakam Bayashabra.
So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 22 and 23 in English. Let me pass through thy land. We will not turn into the fields or into the vineyards. We will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway until we be past thy borders. Verse 23, and Sihon would not suffer Israel to pass through his border, but Sihon gathered all his people together and went out, against Israel into the wilderness, and he came to Jahaz and fought against Israel.
Okay, so we got another proud king that's just not gonna let us pass through his borders. That's all we're trying to do, pass. One trying to interrupt their business as usual in their life. All we want to do is pass through, and he's gonna be you know what about it. So and send men after us. So now we're coming after him too. You know what I'm saying? All right, verse 24 and 25. We're gonna be at this, Salakia. We're gonna be at this for another 8 minutes. Then we're gonna pray on out, and I got a few announcements to make. All right, go ahead.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 24 and 25 in the Hebrew. Wayaha wa Yasharal La Panya Ka Waya Rash Aratazawa Ma Aranan Yabakwa Banya Imawan Zaya Isaac Gabawal Banya Imawan. Verse 25. Wayakwak Yasharal Kal Ha'irayam Ha'al Wayashab Yasharal Bakal Iraya Ha'amaraya Bakashab Wan Waba'al Bana Daya
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 24 and 25 in the English. And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from Arnon unto Jabbok, even unto the children of Ammon, for the border of the children of Ammon was strong. And Israel took all these cities, and Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof.
Okay. I won't belabor this point a whole lot, but this chapter is also important when you find out about Moab and Ammon's land over here. That's very important to know this because how the land was set up would make the Ruth teaching a little bit more understanding. So we can have fake Israelites quit trying to convince us that Ruth was a heathen. Just to let y'all know, if there's a book named after him or her in the scriptures, it's because they were Israelites. You understand? Nobody in this book has a book written or named for them if they wasn't of Israelite blood. Just wasn't. But maybe that's a breakdown I'll go into. Maybe that's a lecture I'll go into one day, dealing with Ruth and dealing about her heritage. But this particular chapter and a couple of others here in the book of Numbers is very important because when we did take the land and we got Moab and Ammon out of there, like you just read, we took those lands too. A lot of people think that when we're saying Israel, we're just talking about that little sliver of the state of Israel that's in Palestine right now. No. When we get the kingdom, our land is going to be pretty much the entire Middle East. Y'all understand? What they call the Middle East today? Lebanon, Qatar, Iran, Iraq. All that's going to be our land.
Right.
All that's going to belong to Israel. Everything from the current state of Israel all the way to as far as the seas, as far as the river Euphrates. We are in what now? We're now in 26. Let's get that and 27. I would like to get this chapter done, but I don't think we're going to because we're getting ready to, because at around in a few minutes, we're going to go ahead and pray out. But let's go ahead and get 26 and 27.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 26 and 27 in the Hebrew. Kaya, Kasha-Ra-wan, Ayah, Sayakan, Malak, Ha'amar-Ya, Hawa'a, Wahawa, Nalakam, Ba-Malak, Mawa'ab, Hara-Ashawan, Wayakwak, Kal, Aratazawa, Mayadawa, Arani. Verse 27. Al, Khan, Ya'amar, Wama, Shalayam, Ba'awa, Kashabawan, Tabana, Watakawan, Ayar, Sayakawan.
So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verses 26 and 27 in the English. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab and taken all his land out of his hand, even unto Arnon. Wherefore they that speak in Proverbs say, Come into Heshbon, let the city of Sihon be built and prepared.
All right. We will get one more verse, verse 28. Go ahead.
Kana the Mukan.
I'm gonna go ahead and pray out after this.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 21 and verse 28 in the Hebrew. Kaya, Ash, Yataza, A, Makasha, Bawan, Lahab, Makwarayath, Sayakan, Akal, Ira, Mawa'ab, Ba'alya, Ba'mawath, Aranan.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 21, verse 28 in the English. For there is a fire gone out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon. It hath consumed Ar of Moab, and the lords of the high places of Arnon.
Okay, so basically we're at war with the kingdom of Moab. We just beat the Amorites. We just beat more of the Canaanite cities. The Lord is delivering this land to our people, and even delivering those people to our people. And we're destroying them. And we're gonna finish this chapter. What verse are we on?
29, sir.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up next week from verse 29. 21 and 29. We'll just pick up from there next week. Just a couple of announcements real quick. Reminder, Monday night is the Feast of Purim. Everybody who's made their plans to be here and bring food or bring drinks, just know that get here. I would suggest 6:30. Everybody that planned on being here or making other plans to help us out. I know the sister here is going to help us out with a little bit of the food, but she won't make it. A few other sisters are going to do the same thing. A few of the brothers are going to be coming to bring food and drinks, but we're going to be having a Feast of Purim. We will also go live with a lesson. So you all is not going to be here. Just tune in to us. I'm going to have a lesson going into this Feast of Purim. It's going to be a fire lesson. So be sure that y'all are getting it with us. When we're on in Dallas, you brothers and sisters, like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your family members. Even if they're not ready to come into this truth just yet, why would they turn away from a Bible lesson? Why? You know what I'm saying? I know many of y'all got Christian family members. Even if they don't agree with us right away, hey, it's a lesson going in the Bible, so they're supposed to have a good time listening to us, are they not? That's easily understood. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe to your family members. Not only because we're trying to build up this body, but we're trying to build up this channel. We're building up the body just fine. A whole lot of brothers in contact with me. We got 14 or 15 brothers strong here in the school. Most sisters coming in. So we're building up just fine. Just be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share it with your family members. Share it with your friends. You all at work and got crazy friends at work like Officer Mapatazar. I know you got that one crazy friend at work. Share it with them. Let them comment. Hell, I'll deal with their comments. No problem. I'll deal with their questions. No problem. But also, keep in mind we're a month away from the Lord's Passover. That's April. That's going to be on April 4th. You all brothers and sisters that plan on attending, it's going to be at the BH Ranch in Houston, Texas. That's where the Lord's Passover is going to be this year. Most High will, y'all have made your hotel plans or your Airbnb plans. If you haven't, y'all get in contact with me, and we'll see what we can work out. I'll connect with the brothers there in Houston. I talk to them all the time, so we'll get able to get you settled in there if y'all serious about going. All right, and the water for y'all that did make it in, and the water for y'all online. Is there any questions? Questions, comments, concerns?
Lies.
Okay, we'll go ahead and pray out then. Let's get it.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kadash.
Kadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak Lanawa.
Wasalak Lanawa.
Kawat Wadnawa.
Kabak Wafnawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kawat Wat Yanawa.
Kabak Waf Yanawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabaya Nawa.
Tabayana Wa.
Banasaya 1.
Manasai 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Awashai Nawa.
Hawashai Nawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kayalaka.
Kailaka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Wahala.
Wahatapara.
Wahatabara.
La Walamyam.
La Walamyam.
Aman.
Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth.
in earth
As it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Give
Give
us
us
this
this
day
day
Our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts
As we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation,
But deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the
The
kingdom,
power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory.
Forever so be it.
Forever so be it.
The prayer of the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Baba Kasha.
Baba Kasha.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathan Lanawa.
Hakat.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Hakak.
Lara Pa'ah.
Lar Ba'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Magala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Hakat.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Amatazarayam.
Amatazarayim.
Hakat.
Hakak.
Lahakyam.
Lahakwid.
Hamatyam.
Hamathyam.
Hakat.
Hakak.
Alra Kawa.
Awakawa.
Hatamala.
Hatamala.
Lagarashan.
Lagrashan.
Bahasham.
Bashem.
Yahusha.
Yahusha.
Dawada Aman.
Awara Aman.
Prayer to the power in the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
ISUPK Sabbath service in Dallas under Command General Your Honor. With that, I say shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one